Good. Yeah. Alright, tell him to go to dog stuff.
Go to dog stuff.
Alright, what are we doing? Flat work compass?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, good boy.
Alright, now it's at 2 o'clock there. That's great, John. Out, yes, block. Good. Good.
Yeah, Jeep.
Nice, John. Yep, that's great.
A little bit off on the angle.
You ready, Cupcake? Let's do it. Ooh, are you going to be sponsored by ProPlan? Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, get out. Yep. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Ouse. Yes. Catch. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Catch. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Oh shit, my bad, sweetheart. I did get the shot though. He's watching, I was framing that for the shot, looking at the logo. All right. All right, what do we got? Hey, hey. Cupcake, cupcake. Easy, Cheetah. Yeah, you're crazy. Don't be crazy. Up, up. Yes, chill. Chill. Yeah. Mm-hmm. With the cupcake. You ready, Cup? Here we go. We're going to do fly to flow form number 2, the hard one. These are front crosses. So I'll make a throw, Makai, catch, She'll probably be on clock. House. So I'll front cross her to counter to make the throw. Now she's on clock. I'm going to switch and then, yes, put her on. Oh, good girl. Yeah. House. Clock. Block. Out here. Oh, you can see she's leaving early. She knows what's happening. Out. Yeah, block. So I'm going to fake her out this time. Catch. Oh, you got it, didn't you?
Up.
All right, and then I'll front cross out to counter. Yes, she's on clock. I'll switch and I'll front cross to clock. Awesome. Whoa. Out. I'll block and I'll pass clockwise. Good girl.
Hey, Sage Paw. Good to see you.
I'll block. I'm already set for my counter pass, so I'll switch and now I'll go counter pass. Oh, better hustle. Oh, you got burned, Cupcake. You got
Cupcake
burned.
off.
Awesome. Rising throw. Number 3. Go, go, go.
Up. Oh, I didn't give you the trigger. Wait.
House.
Up. Hey,
Go.
come on.
House.
Up.
Yes, house. Up.
Wait. Up.
House.
Yeah.
Yes.
Want to stall.
Through.
Good.
Yes, house. Yes.
What's up, Byron?
Badass.
Good to see you, man.
Go, go, go.
Do it, Effie.
Flip. Good. House.
Do it.
Go, go, go. House. Yes, house. Up. House.
Chill, guys.
Yes, good. Good. House. Through. Yes, house. Yes. Badass.
My timer's off again. We're here. All right. Right on, man. That's cool. Woohoo! So, here we are. It is Monday. Welcome to the dojo. Monday Night Mechanics. And Mechanics Monday, something like that. And remind me to show you guys the big box of jam there. All right? All right. Shut her down. Super cool. Ace of Hogan. What? How are you? Good to see you. All right, so I'm going to do some backing up tonight with Cupcake. And maybe King. Maybe I'll do it with King. I'm going to go through our whole little rigmarole with that. I know, right? It's been forever. It has. Oh, hang on. I got to try and get the whatchamacallit up there. That's not it. Let me see. Somebody want to hit a, yeah, there we go. Jeez Louise, man, why is that not showing up? There it is. Oh, that is that one. Okay, so what about this widget here? Huh. Purple. I don't know where the other one is. Oh well. What's up, Antonis? Good to see you. All right, so I'm going to do some backing up with rear foot targeting with Cupcake. I'm going to run through some of the concepts that we use. So backing up with rear foot targeting, pretty common, right? Pretty common idea. But I'm going to add our own little spin on it. I have some some of the clear concepts from the Cynefin framework, from the DiscDog or dog training Cynefin framework that I want to lay out. So what we're going to do is we are going to I'm going to set up a channel, right? And I'm going to set up an object. I can do this right now. Off. Go do dog stuff. Now I don't care what you do. Don't care what you do. Let's see where we at. Look out. I'll point that down. I'm going to get in, let's do this. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Oh, you know what? I have the other camera. Duh. Let's do that. If you guys have any requests or anything like that that you would like to have covered, any throwing or anything like that, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. Ooh, let's make that a little bigger. Make it bigger, maybe. Doesn't look like it. What's up with that? Weird. Let's try that one. Oh, what's that? Where is that coming from? Huh. There we go. Now we'll add that there. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so let me see. It's not looking super good, is it? That's not bad. It'll do good enough for our purposes. All right. Yeah, backing up is a good topic. It'd be nice for Cupcake to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this channel. All right. And I'm going to put an alternate surface at one side of it. Oh, look at you, Cupcake. Look out. Off. Yes, good. And I'm going to use this. I missed that. Yes, good girl. So if she's in, I'm going to pay. And then I'm going to ask her off. Yes. And I'll wait. Yes. And she'll jump back in. Right? And right now she's, don't, Epi, don't. I will make you go, Epi. Off. So the first thing I want, yes. You can see her diving towards the, yes. Yes. Towards her spot over there. Yes. It's not what I'm looking for. Epi, stop. Don't. Off. No, yes. I'll wait for her to get in and I'll mark that. This being in here, if I put some value here, off, and I let her know, yes, that's in and off. Yes, that's out. I probably should, let me switch that. Yes, I'm going to use in and in. She kind of knows this, but she only knows it in the door context. In and in. Yes, and in is my my threshold cue. Yes. In and in. Yes, good girl. So now I'm going to wait for her to step in. Yes, good girl. All right, and I'm going to step in with her. I can push her back a few times. Yes, good. That isn't a bad way to start. Yes, good girl. Remember that the back up button, yes, is right under the chin. Go do dog stuff. Chill. I'm going to switch cameras here. Whoa, what's up with that? Why is the camera, that was weird. Super weird. All right, so I am going to, I'll leave this over here. I don't know why it's so small though. So I'll tilt this right there. I'll zoom in a little bit. All right. So drive her back a couple times, pushing up on the dog with the back up button, right? And once I got that a couple times, I'll let her back up on her own. Hi, Cupcake. You're probably in the camera there, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, this is going to be exciting. In and in. Yes, good girl. I'll push her back. Yes, good girl. I'm going to put a cookie between my heels. Yes. And epi, zip. Yes. And that, yes, good. That, she's too close when I put it yes. When I put it between my heels, she's too close. Yes, so she must back up. Yes, good girl. Oh, I see that. Yes, good girl. You didn't see where it went, did you? All right, and I'll get a couple more here. Yes, good girl. Oh, yes. I can pay here, yes, to keep her back, or I can pay here just for the repeat. Yes, good girl. I'm going to give her a little more. Yes, good girl. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. Yeah, kind of done there, actually. Concept installed, right? She got that rear foot target. I don't know where she got that from, right? I don't know how she... Cupcake, where did you learn that? Epic, epic, king, king. Good work, guys. Good work. You guys, awesome. Go do dog stuff. So, any questions on that so far, right? Come on. That is pretty much it. Come on, dude. There we go. I use a channel. I put the dog in the channel. Push the dog back, maybe. And then mark when the rear foot hits the object. And it doesn't take long. For the dog to recognize what's happening there. There we go. That'll work. It's helpful to use the dog's spot. Yeah, that's how we've taught it since 2005. Right, that's been our MO. I think so. You'll notice that Cupcake is pretty much staying in. Yes, good girl, Cupcake. Whoa, dude. She's staying inside. That was not a bad throw, was it? She's staying inside the channel. She wants to be in that channel, right? And gosh, what's up with that? That's weird. If the dog wants to be in the channel, that makes my job really easy. A lot of times the dog is not very interested in being in that channel, right? And that can give us trouble when we try to do that thing. I'm a little scared of putting this on my lens here. Do it super soft. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm zoomed in, I bet, right? Not like I'm zoomed in a lot, but it probably has something to do with it. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do probably another rep with Cupcake. Yes, good girl. So remember when we were talking about the dismissal, right? Yes, good. And yes, the rewarding with action. Her stepping, yes, good. In here, back up. Yes, good girl. Is what made that happen. I can do this here. That's my backup cue. Yes. Just take advantage of that right now. Oops. Oh, good work. See how far she'll go. Yes, wow, you are so friggin' smart. You see her come off and then I kind of jammed her back. That payment, yes, I can pay her and push back. That's really nice. Awesome, go do dog stuff. So I'm gonna fix this a little bit, tighten that up, because King is not gonna be so good at this, I don't think. And Cupcake, kind of a superstar, right? Kind of a superstar. She knows what the marker means, and she knows that her behavior affects her consequence, right? Halt. The next step, I'm going to change my marker to halt. Halt. And so the dog, yes, will back up. Awesome, go do dog stuff. Will back up until they hit an alternate surface, the alternate surface, or until they hear halt. And that's that, man. I'm going to extend this out. I'm going to keep the rate of reinforcement up real high, and I'm going to extend that out as best I can. So let's do this. You are a good man, Epi. Shit, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yeah, let's do this. Cupcake. Yes. I'm going to tether her here on this tether board. Chill. King, King. Yes, good man. So I'll do the same with King. Yes. I'll pay him yes when he's in. I'll give him a couple off. Yes, good man. And I'm going to use in and in on that. I'll wait. And I'm going to free shape yes. I'll free shape him in there. I'll give him a couple cookies in here. I'm pretty low on cookies. I want to get some work done before I go inside and leave you guys alone. In and in. Yes, good man. Again, my in and in cue is the cue for threshold. Threshold is here or there, in and out. And it plays a role in on or off. So I'm going to let him walk in on his own. I can look over there, right? And if I look over there, place my gaze over there, he'll walk to the front. Right now my body's here, I can do this. Yes. If the dog wants to be in front position, so I can use that to my advantage, but I don't want to be fooled into thinking that he knows how to get in there when it's just my body position that's dictating it, right? In and in. Yes, good. So I'm going to stand here and wait for him to jump in there. Because he thinks right now it's front position. Yes, good man. And waiting for him to step in there, dropping cookies on him while he's in there. It's a duration behavior, so these cookies that are falling in there are not marked. There is in and in. Yes. Crossing the threshold. And crossing the threshold. Those are the only things that are behaviors. Yes, so he steps in. That's marked. He crossed the threshold. I pay, pay, pay. Funny. You can tell just how much he likes the cookie, right? In and in? Yes, good man. Awesome, so I think we're ready to go. Go to dog? Yes, good man, King. Whoa, that was great. So the cookies in here, they provide in and in? Yes, good man. Awesome, go to dog stuff. The cookies in there provide, or the cookies having been placed in there, provide a really nice, like it's like gravity to go in there, right? Like what's happening? Oh, maybe I missed something. He's going to go in there, right? That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. So I got value in there, so he's likely to stay in there. And for both King and Cupcake, this was a generalization of the threshold. So when I do door, right, when I do door, what do I got around here that I can use kind of like a door? I'll just tell you. When I do door, the door behavior, I don't do it as a door. Doorways, when people have problems with door, the doorway is a staging area for the next place, right? So anytime a dog gets to a door or anything that looks like a door, hang on, I got one for you. So Epi, I'm going to probably get my ass handed to me because we haven't done this in a while. Yeah, good man, right? So this is a door, right? So I come in, come here, Epi. We walk up, I stop here, he gives me eye contact. Yes, in and in. I know you're not, that isn't it. Come on. Yes, good man. Right? And this is a bit of a stretch. This is tough because these are pedestals, right? But he's going to pick this up, and you'll notice right away that he's going to pick this up as a threshold, right? In and in? Yes, good man, right? And so if he goes over there, I'm not going to pay it. When he comes back, I'll wait for eye contact here. Yes, and I'll pay him. Yes. Oh, you're so cute, Epi. In and in. Yes, good man. And he should be reluctant to come back through, right? So when I do the door, if I do the door as a staging behavior, or a duration, or I'm sorry, yeah, a staging behavior, a staging area, right? What happens is the dog gets to the door and sees this and goes, I want out, right? Yes, good man. Just see him look at me there? He double checked himself, right? He doesn't know whether he can come through that. In and in? Yes, good man. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. That's going to have to be good enough for now because I'm running out of cookies. Epi, a pup? Yes. Chill. King, chill. So this here, I walk up to the door. The dog gives me eye contact. I pay the dog. Right? Dog gives me eye contact. I touch the door. Staging area, door dog, wants out. Right? Epi and Cupcake, they're going to wait. King, the moment that thing opens, he's at the friggin' thing. And by the way, these guys are terrible at the gate out there. Maybe in the spring and summer, I'll put some threshold on the gate. So dog gives eye contact, they get a cookie, another piece of eye contact, I touch the door. And let me stand here because that's normally how I do it. I touch the door, they give eye contact, I crack the door, I pay. Right? Dog gives me eye contact, I open the door up and pay as I get eye contact, right? And then I pay, we do some eye contact, and then I ask the dog in and in. And when the dog crosses the threshold here, right, I mark and pay. And so the dog is here and they're eating their cookies, wow, this is great. And I tell them in and they go, huh? And they walk out and they're like, it's outside, it's fucking amazing. And I mark yes, and they go, what? And I pay, and then I work eye contact here. And we do eye contact, eye contact, eye contact, and then I ask the dog back in and the dog comes in. I kind of motion them, and the dog comes in, and they give me eye contact, and we do some eye contact. And then I ask them in and they walk over here, and I mark, and they turn around, and they look, and they give eye contact. 3 or 4 reps of that, and this whole area here becomes a destination. It's no longer a staging area to go out into the next place, right? When you get to a door or a gate or anything like that, your dogs are like, oh fuck yeah, we're gonna go out, we're gonna do the thing. I need to take this space, right? Anything that looks like a door, I get there, even if I have great door behavior. Yeah. Are we going? And you let them go and poof, they're gone. Race cars, right? Drag race coming out of the thing. Multiple dogs, this is terrific, right? because I can set up here and if you look at Crossing the Threshold, episode 3 of the P-Vibe Life, or Positive Vibe, I think is what it was called at that time, 2012. It's on our site, on the front page. I work it, and you know, we got 10 dogs out, and I just ask them through one at a time, and everyone waits. And they wait because the door, it's not a doorway to the next place. The doorway is the place to be, man. I want to hang out right here, right? Oh, you want me here? You want me here? Okay, I'm here. They look over there, and they want to stay here. And I tell them in, and they step over here. And now this is here, and that's there. And so it gives them a sense of in and out, or here and there. And I can use that as a threshold. The space between these two stools becomes a threshold. A little bit more on this. I do this in the crate, put my hand on the kennel, or they give eye contact, I give them a cookie. They give eye contact, I put my hand on the kennel. They give eye contact, I crack the door. Maybe I pay them, I get the door open, same thing, they give eye contact to open the door. And then they're in there, and I ask them in, and they leave the crate. I mark the moment they cross the threshold of the crate. They stop, they look at me. I mark yes, I pay, right? I get a couple of cookies there, attention, and then I ask the dog in to leave the crate room. They go through that door, they reorient right away because they've crossed the threshold, right? Once they've crossed the threshold, I mark it, I pay them, and we do a couple pieces of eye contact. Maybe we go in and out a couple times just to firm that up. And then in the factory, if you guys watched that that threshold video, there were pillars. There's a pillar, and there's our bar, or our kitchen table. And it's not a door, but it winds up being a threshold. And so I would leave the dog room, I would walk up to that threshold, and I'd just wait. And the dog would give eye contact, and then I'd pay him, eye contact, yes, in, and I'd send them through. And what would happen is they'd walk through a threshold like this, that's abstract, very abstract, right? But a couple times, and they're like, oh, that's a threshold. Holy shit, I didn't know that, right? And then I get to the X pen at the front, I do the same thing. Eye contact makes me get ready to open the gate. Eye contact cracks a gate or opens a gate. Eye contact, yes. Eye contact, yes. In as the cookie, reinforce with action. They cross the threshold. I mark yes. They reorient, right? I give them a couple cookies. I start walking. I get to the door. I put my hand on the door. The dog is pounding me with eye contact. I open it all the way up. Dog stays there with eye contact. I pay him a couple times. And keep in mind, we're going outside now, right? They got to go to the bathroom. They want to go out and play, whatever it is. But they know that they're at the threshold. I ask them in. They cross the threshold when you go outside, and they cross the threshold, mark yes and pay them, right? Mark yes and pay them a couple times. Take the eye contact, pay them. Make each side of the threshold a destination, and the dog wants to be there. And then the dog starts to get a sense of in and out, right? By the way, Epi don't do it. He struggles mightily to do something close to a pedestal. Pedestal's hot, man. Pedestal's super hot. So he struggles a lot. But the threshold, he's got a strong threshold. So they're pitted against each other. He got up there a couple times. If you happen to watch the replay or you were observant, you'll notice that he was here and he started to come in, and he like kind of stopped and backed up and looked down. He was looking for that threshold, right? So anyway, that's the threshold concept. Threshold is on a spot. The threshold is going into that channel. There's a threshold, oops, yeah, you can see this one. There's a threshold on the stool or on the pedestal when the dog crosses it. The more we draw attention to that threshold, the more it becomes something important. Let me go back to the pajama factory when I would open the door, right? Back in the day, the video that I was talking about, when I would open the door, they'd cross the threshold, look at me. I'd get down to the bottom of our walkway, and I'd just stop. They'd look at me. I tell them in. They would leave the walkway. It's a handicapped accessible walkway, so it had 2 rails on it, and step onto the sidewalk, and they would turn around and reorient. When I was on the curb, when I asked them on the curb to go in, usually because it's the street, I would just keep walking. But if I didn't walk and I asked them in, they'd walk up, they'd see the threshold. I stop, they go, oh, okay, how about I give you eye contact? I ask them in. They step over the threshold and they reorient if they get marked. I would do it at the railroad tracks, both of the, one side of the railroad tracks, and then I would do it going into the field that we played in, right? Super cool thing about this, crate room door, maybe an obscure threshold or an X-Pen, baby gate kind of thing, right? And then outdoors, that's 4 thresholds to go outside and go to the bathroom. The threshold becomes a very important criteria, a very important thing for the dog to pay attention to, and it becomes the thing that allows them to move, right? So we can do the door. I could put the dog in the threshold or in the channel there, right? I can do kind of the same thing, and I can communicate this idea of threshold and trigger this idea of in and out here versus there. You guys have anything you want to say on that or any questions? Am I still here? That would be a good question. A little existential there, but so that's what I'm trying to do with this channel concept. Epi's got it. Cupcake doesn't. She does now. Doesn't take long for her. And King, maybe this will help him with his door bolting behavior. So I'll hang out here and see if you guys got any questions or anything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and bring King into the channel again and do a little more work with that channel. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Are you I had that blocking the thing the whole time. Dumbass. All right. I don't know. Yeah, you saw it too, didn't you, Sage Paw? I know. I don't fucking know what's up with that. That's really weird. It spooked me when I saw it. I was like, what the hell? Thought I had some kind of cool camera that was going to chase the dog around or something. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. So, okay, so I'm going to cruise over. I'm going to do King again. We should have a better view of the, yeah, it is weird. Hopefully we have a better view of them hitting their rear feet on the alternate surface. King, yes, good man. Come on, handsome. So I'll come over here, King, in, yes, good man. And I'll step in with him, right? And I'll pay right here, and he's too close. Maybe he isn't too close. Yes, good man. I'll step a little closer, right? And I'll pay between my heels. Yes. So there are 2 feet here. I can take either foot or both feet, right? So I'm going to wait here. Yes, good man. Initially, I'm going to take the first foot. Epi-zip. He's very comfortable in this close position here. Yes, good man. Great work. Wow. So it's, yes, good man. Yes. I'm going to make sure I push him back. And as a matter of fact, after he does this one, I'm going to push him back a few times. Again, remember where the back up button is? This time that he's spending here, yes, I like that, right? Watch this. Yes, good man. Yes, good man. Funny. Yes, good man. Yes, good man. Yes, good man. Yes, good man. I'll just drive him back several times. Yes, good man. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. So that was, I don't know, 15, 20 cookies per minute maybe, right? 15, 20 cookies per minute while he's backing up. When he sits there for 10 seconds, it's a big deal, right? It punishes the sit. He could add 4 cookies in that amount of time, right? It reinforces the backing up. As soon as he backs up, boom, and then I crank him and we get going again. So that moment that your dog is not doing it, I don't want to make him do it. I don't give a shit if he does it. It's not my job. You know what I mean? It's not my job to make him. Right? King. Yes. In and in. Yes. Good man. I'll back him up. Yes. I'll crank him back a couple times. Yes. Good man. Yes. Good man. And now I'll pay him here. And I'll wait. Just had yes. Good man. I'll pay him here. This time here, yes, that he spends not backing up is my motivator, right? That is the motivator, yes. 1001, yes, right? Yes, good man. Yes, good man. Right? Are you guys catching that? Yes. How the time spent not doing it is a cookie. Yes, good man. Big part of Play Plus, philosophy of play, yes, of creating a game, right? If you're not doing your job within the game, it's not my job to fix it. Yes, good man. This is a big test. Yes, right? He did the first one, he didn't get there. And he was like, hey, yes, you can also see his feet. He's reaching with those feet. Yes, good man. He's looking for that object. You see how crooked he is? Yes, good man. Yes, that's why we have the channel here. To ensure, yes, that he doesn't get out of whack. Yes, awesome. Great work. Go do dog stuff. There you go. Woo! Go work. Up, up. Yeah, chill. So, backing up with King. Again, you can see how the time the dog spends not doing this skill. Very important, guys. Right? Everyone, oh, I want the skill. Let me make it happen. And then the dog learns to follow you or put their face on the cookie, right? And the rear foot target becomes coincident or consequent after a cookie gets put in my face. When he sits there, right, I'm going to let him sit there. If he sits there for 30 seconds, he just fucking missed 10 cookies. He stands up and backs up, does it. Maybe I step closer so he isn't going to spend 30 seconds. And we boom, 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 boom. We get a high rate of reinforcement. And then if he sits, I'm cool with that because my high rate of reinforcement is the contrast. It is the motivator, right? I don't think the camera tracks me. It might. I don't know. It's some kind of new function within the phone, or I don't know what it is. I had all kinds of weird shit going on with the live stream thing. So, okay. Any questions on that stuff? Any questions on backing up, on the rear foot target, on the rate of reinforcement, reward placement? You notice when I pushed King back and he was laying down and he just kind of crumpled up and rolled over, right? You can, King, if I got him here and I just push back, oh, he's going to do it now. You can pull forward to get him off of the ground. So if I want the dog to stand, I put the cookie, zip. I put the cookie in front of his face and he stands. If I want the dog to sit, I put the cookie high above his head. From here, if I want him to back up, I'm going to pull forward and then get under the chin, right? So from that sit, I'm not going to try and go under the chin because he's going to do that shuffle thing, right? What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put the cookie here and get him up and then get under the chin. Great work. Pup. All right, what do we got? Anybody got anything? Nope. Poor Epi. I better go give him a cookie. Do you need a cookie, Epi? You do. You do. You do too, Cupcake. You do too. All right. Tetherboard or a tether, really nice tool to localize a dog. So most of the dogs do not have, they come out of the crate and the walls are off and we're fucking doing shit, right? It's exciting, we're doing stuff. The tether forces the dog into a situation where there are no walls. Feels like or seems like I should be able to run around and do all the shit I want, but I'm on a tether, right? The other thing I like about it is that it is, it's a fact. Dog ain't going nowhere, right? Dog is going nowhere and tough shit. You're at the DMV, you gotta wait your turn, right? And you can't do anything about it. So she needs a little bit of that. All right, so Jackson only barely backs up when I do a reverse through my legs. Any tips to get him to fully back up? Like he only backs up between my legs instead of going fully out. Well, this will do it, right? Should be able in 2 or 3 sessions to get that entire length of the thing, right? And if you do a really good job with the concepts, right? You guys saw and heard me change to halt, right? That halt cue, it means stop backing up, right? And that halt cue, I mean, you could call it a halt marker. It's a cue. Because I say it's a cue. And that's true, by the way. That's true, by the way. How I interpret it is how it's going to be used. If I think it's a marker, the dog and I will use it as a marker. If I think it's a cue, the dog and I will use it as a cue. Being clear in that, I think, is rather important. That's why I really only like to use yes as my marker, and then I use off as an off cue, and I use halt as a stop cue, right? And if we are in a threshold or in a place, I send the dog in and in. I call the dog out in and in. It's a threshold cue. It means take the threshold. So yeah, you should do backing up with rear foot targeting. You know, this is a great skill. It is in episode 2 of Positive Vibe, the show. If you guys haven't seen that, you should watch that. Episode 1 is attention, episode 2, targeting, episode 3, threshold, episode 4, rate of reinforcement, I think, or the mystery show or something like that. Next big concept is episode 6, duration. 7 is the mystery show. 8 is bite. 9 is drop, I think, something like that. Those are the behavioral concepts. They're the behavioral concepts from the dog training, or actually this will be from DiscDogDojo. Let me pull that up for you, and I'll kind of lay them out real quick. the thing that I'm talking about here is those concepts, those things that I cover in the Positive Vibe Show. They are our behavioral concepts, right? They are the behaviors that that I use and the dog uses, right, in order to accomplish our goals. So here we go. Screen share. I want to move to, I don't want the system audio updated. I might not be able to play, whatchamacallit, from, I'll just put it on the primary display here. So these clear best practices down here, right? Attention, dismissal, targeting, weight, duration. Weight and duration different, right? Weight is a duration, well, a pseudo duration behavior that releases to the conditioned response, right? Oh, yay! Super cool. Thank you. The weight only releases to, there it is. The weight only releases to a conditioned response. The true duration behavior releases to your release cue. For me, that is off, right? So duration behavior, there's the release cue, position, threshold, place, and actually I need to give you a different one. But these things here, down here in the clear, right? They are our behavioral concepts. Cupcake and Epic both have these things installed as behavioral concepts. Now that's drifting. What's up with that, Sage Paw? What's up with gravity like totally freaking affecting me here? This is weird. These become the dog's behavioral concepts, or their quiver of tricks, right? So when Cupcake and Epic, not King has not had a lot of this stuff, and it shows, by the way. He's not very, I'll call it intellectual or thoughtful when he's working. He's doing shit. And that's cool, but it's limiting. If he knows that, that attention makes the thing, if he knew that attention made the disc happen, he would not maul. The end. He would just not maul. But he doesn't know that. He's doing shit, right? In class, when we're doing class, there's an answer dog and there's a problem-solving dog, right? So I have and I create problem-solving dogs. I set up to a problem, they say, hey, there's something there. What do I do, Ron? Right? And either I will guide them into it or I will allow them to go after it, right? But the very first thing the dog does is give me eye contact. I mark yes, right? Then the dog goes, hey, what should I do? And they try something, right? And when they try that thing, if I don't mark it, they don't try it again. You know how you set up, you get ready to do something and your dog does it like 4 or 5 times? That's an answer dog. When my guys, the theory, fingers crossed, it's supposed to work this way. When my dogs try something and it doesn't work, they don't do it again because it didn't work, right? They're trying to solve the problem. They don't go, hey, I know the answer, let me do the thing. Right? And then they do the thing and then they go, well, but I know the answer, I'm doing the thing. And they don't know the answer because that's the wrong question, right? There's a dialogue that goes along with this. So the problem-solving dog uses behavioral concepts that are installed on them to solve problems. And they work with the handler in order to, in a dialogue, in order to figure out the problem. And that's what I like to teach. That's what this Disc Dog Cynefin or Dog Training Cynefin Play Plus thing that I'm working on is supposed to create. And I'm gonna close this. Hopefully I don't have anything crazy on my desktop here. That's the Cynefin framework right there, by the way. There are 4 domains. The clear is down here. The clear is down here. That's where the facts and concepts live. Attention, attention targeting, dismissal, on, off, threshold, position, pressure, all of the things that I'm going to use to interact with the dog. Me, the dog, and the team have to know them. Up here in complicated, we go from low abstraction down here, concrete, to highly abstract. Up here, we have our behaviors. Sit, right? What is a sit? Ass hitting the ground, ass target, position, pressure, eye contact, all of that stuff goes into a sit. All of those pieces live down here in the clear. If my dog knows all of those pieces, he doesn't just do a sit, he understands a sit. If I know all of those pieces, I don't just get a sit, I can shape the sit into something else. I understand how to fix a sit, etc., right? So things and processes live up here in the complicated. Over here in the complex, this is where the action happens. All of this over here on the right is the realm of ideas, right? These are not, we don't do anything over here. Big mistake in our training is treating our training like we're over here on this side, right? Complex is where we play, and play and problem solving go here. And then chaos, if the shit hits the fan, we fall into chaos. And that's the Cynefin thing. We have disorder on this side, order on this side. We have the concrete down at the bottom, abstract up here. I'll just leave that there because I don't really want to talk about that. I could literally talk about this for frickin' days, guys. For days. Ask my class. Come to class sometime. I'll show you. We talk about this quite a bit. This is a map, right? Another way to look at this, we have fixed, hang on. We have fixed constraints, governing constraints, enabling constraints, and no constraints. Right? So here, these are the things that completely dictate what we can and cannot do, right? Up here, we have governing constraints. This limits our ability, right? My sit behavior limits my ability. Over here, we have enabling constraints. These are the things that allow me interaction, and work over here allows me to do things, allows me to do new things, right? And down here, there's no constraints. Let me see. I want to get, these are all the same, by the way, they're just different versions. Trying to get one that has, sorry. Oh, do I not have, where would that picture be? Shit. It's going to be a little hard to see. You'll have to bear with me. This is my full list of criteria or behavioral concepts, right? So we have attention for bite, for engagement, for next. The dog needs to know each of those. God damn it. What can I do about that? Be better there? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, it's not. Damn it. Hang on. Grrr. Don't leave. It's important stuff. It's cool, I promise. Anyway, I'm going to skip that today. You'll have to come back. You have to come back, sorry. Anyway, the behaviors, I'll run through them super fast, or the things in the clear domain, the concepts that I'm talking about, the concepts that I try and teach my dog are attention, for bite, for engagement, for next. Dog handler team need to know that. Dismissal, right? The handler's off limits. The dog needs to know that. Targeting, the dog handler and team need to know the criteria involved in a hand target, object target, body part target, object discrimination, one of the key aspects of target training that nobody pays attention to. Wait, the dog waits, can wait. The handler releases with a conditioned response, and the handler enforces that. Duration behavior is different than a wait. It releases to the release cue only. Position, front heel inside. Pressure, the dog needs to understand pressure, and threshold in place, and that's not a complete image, so, well. So I'm trying to teach those things as concepts, and then I'm trying to use those concepts to build my behaviors. And my dogs, when they're trying to figure out what we're doing, are actually trying to solve the problem using their behavioral concepts. So I'm shaping, I'm doing all the same shit that everybody else is doing. I've just got this little tiny different layer in there that allows the dog in on the building of the behavior, essentially allows the dog in on the planning, or that there is a plan. What you'll see, dude, excuse me, you'll see these guys ask a question a lot of times. When your dog asks a question, answer it. Was that it? No? Be quiet. Was that it? Yes? Hey, that was great. Or give them the marker, right? You can give them oh yeah, that's it, keep going, good, etc. Or you can mark, right? And that will answer the dog's question and allow them to understand that they're on the right track. As soon as you start interacting like that, we wind up with a problem-solving dog rather than just an answer dog. Hopefully that makes sense. So let me get King over here. I'll leave King alone. We'll do Cupcake again. I'm going to put Cupcake on the halt. We're going to see how far we can get her until we break her. Let's see. I'm curious about this because she kind of surprised me with the backing up. She did a little bit better than I thought she was gonna. All right, let me switch those cameras. Add it. Shabanya. There we go. All right, so I'll grab the Cupcake. That's awesome, Ace of Hogan. I'm glad. I hate that behavior. I was kicking ass with King until class, or until last night. Off. Yes, good girl. In and in. Yes, good girl. I'm going to try right from here. Zip. Halt. Zip. I might pay for that, by the way. Halt. Halt. Yes. Halt. Yes. Good girl. Epi-zip. Halt. 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 Good girl. Yes, awesome. Go to dog stuff. Woohoo, I'll take that. Chill, chill. All right. So, by the way, guys, that was the first backup session that Cupcake's done. Right? I'm pretty sure. I don't think I backed her up. I don't think I backed her up ever. That whole thing kind of freaked me out. See you. Good to see you. So, so yeah, super awesome. And Cupcake, like, doesn't take long for her to figure out what works. Really not fucking healthy, by the way. Dude, a dog that's super fast like that. Loot was Loot was a 1-rep learner. Loot could learn on 1 rep, and that's impossible to keep up with. Halt, yep, H-A-L-T. It means to stop, right? But yeah, Loot was a super fast learner, and you don't want a fast learner. Like, starting to realize that I'm in some trouble here. I'm in some trouble. I think it's following her, actually. I'm in some trouble here. She's super fast. I did not realize that she was that fast. I thought we just had plenty of experience in the slacker training stuff. But yeah. So cool. What else? Anyone got anything? I don't have. Her scoot and back up should be much better now, right? They should be quite a bit better. I would not be surprised, guys, to see her DOWN within that channel, right? I would not be at all surprised to see her do that. I'm not saying she will, but if she does, I would like you guys to know that that I kind of called it. And you'll find that she's going to troll in there. I could have marked any of those, by the way, and drew like real solid attention to her doing that. But I would not be at all surprised to see her lay not quite on the mat like she's been trained and worked, but to lie down like right about there somewhere. Would not be surprised to see that. And you'll notice that she's gonna get in there and kind of stay in there as well. She's gonna drift to that spot. Yeah, so Antonis, the halt is, I don't use multiple markers, right? I don't want anything to do with multiple markers. I have a hard enough time telling my dog what I want them to do without having to worry about what fucking marker I'm doing. And with the marker, with mark no cookie as a possibility, essentially, my dogs have experience with reward prediction error. They don't break when they expect a reward, when they think they've done it, and then it doesn't work. They don't break. They take it in stride. Everybody makes mistakes. It's no big deal. And they know that the marker is not the predictor of the cookie necessarily. It's the thing that tells them they were correct. Their achievement of the behavior is what is the predictor of the cookie, right? And that's that thing we talked about in class. That's that thing that the flow hits on. That's the difference between pleasure and enjoyment, right? Pleasure, guys, pleasure is a physiological deal, right? Physiological. It doesn't have any achievement attached to it, or it doesn't change the consciousness of the critter, right? Enjoyment, achievement changes the consciousness. I like to do that, right? I don't do it for the cookie. I like to do that. The cookies happen when I do it, so that's really awesome. And, you know, that is why I'm doing it. But I would rather do the thing than just eat cookies. Doing the thing and earning cookies is better than just doing the thing. Doing cocaine and partying with my friends is better than just doing cocaine, right? And that kind of idea, if you do cocaine to be with your buddies and play with your buddies, right? You get high and play with your buddies. That's what it's about. And that's not going to lead to addiction, right? I only do it when I'm with my people. I only do it in this situation. But if I just do it for a pleasure response, right? I just do it because it makes me feel good, right? Then I'm in danger of addiction. There's nothing that changes. There's nothing that motivates me. The only thing it's a black hole. Fill me up with more. And the marker to predict the cookie, I believe, damages the enjoyment idea. When I load a clicker, cupcake, dude, excuse me, you guys are not cupcake. When I load a clicker, I stand here and yes, I do it with eye contact. Yes, right? So she actually, do I have a clicker here? She's never heard a clicker, so I'm going to see if I have one. I don't think I do. But when I load the clicker, right, I don't click and treat, right? I take eye contact, yes, and then I treat, right? And what happens is right from the get-go, my dog, yes, knows that the eye contact made the click happen, right? So the click immediately has an enjoyment thing to it. It isn't just pleasure. If I out of nowhere just say yes and pay, I'm doing that classically, right? And yes winds up meaning something, but yes means food. Yes means pleasure. Versus yes, attention makes the marker happen. The marker bridges the behavior and food. Versus yes, food. Versus the marker being food, right? And anyway, back to what I'm getting at, back to Antonis's question. Does HALT work as a marker as well? It could, right? But I don't want to have a marker that when my dog backs up and hits, right? They should back up, hit, I mark yes, they should stay there, right? They shouldn't run to the cookie. And they do run to the cookie, dude, right? Like I have to teach them not to. But it's not automatic, right? So a lot of times when people are using multiple markers, they're using them to tell the dog how to respond for the cookie. And my dog doesn't need that. I don't find that useful and valuable, right? That said, HALT is a marker. It's a terminal mark. OFF is a terminal mark, right? But it's about the behavior, not about how I get the cookie or how I'm going to interact with the cookie. And I find that to be a very big distinction. I think that's super important. It's part of the Play Plus, part of the stuff that I'm working on right now. So hopefully that answers the question and you guys aren't too freaked out by that. And you know, the cocaine thing I think is really a great metaphor, right? You can party with your friends and have fun. Drinking, right? Same thing. It isn't as obvious that it's exciting though, right? That it's a cookie. I drink with my friends, that's awesome, right? I drink by myself, that's pleasure. I drink with my friends, it's about enjoyment. I drink by myself, it's about filling a hole, right? I do cocaine with my friends. I don't do cocaine by myself. I don't need a hole filled, right? So very, very big difference. And yeah, you should be. I think it's a big thing. And I wasn't prepared to kind of go there until until I caught this flow. By the way, I'll throw the link in here. It's really, really worth watching for all of you guys. Flow, I'm gonna have to go to YouTube first. The, whatchamacallit of flow, I'll have to find the, give me one sec. It's called Flow Theory. Flow Theory, and I will, it's a light blue, it's got 2 books on it, like 2 book covers, and I really like this, this version. Yeah, and so I picked that up, right, I just ran across it on YouTube a few weeks ago, and like, that's my shtick, man. It's my whole shtick. Pleasure versus enjoyment. I've been trying to figure out how to talk about it and split it up. And pleasure's a black hole. It's simply filling a physiological need. And enjoyment does something to our consciousness. When I load the clicker, click feed, click feed, click feed, click feed, and I just do it classically, I load the pleasure circuit. And the dog is working for the cookie. When we do our games and our work well, and there's some achievement involved, and the dog recognizes that achievement, they will, or they're supposed to, start to enjoy it, right? But if I don't do it well, it's just a pleasure circuit, and the dog needs more, right? When we are operating on that enjoyment circuit, they'll work harder for less, right? So I'll kind of get off that theory stuff. I don't want to fucking. I already ran everyone off. I already ran everyone off earlier. You guys, if I start talking about some crazy bullshit, stick around, man. It won't be long, and you might catch something that's super, super interesting. The marker for the backing up, I don't want to use it as a marker. I want to use it as a terminal mark, right? That if you are a proper clicker trainer, your marker is a terminal mark. In chat, does the click end the behavior, yes or no? Jeez, of course you are, dude. Yeah, you know, bro, you know. Does the click end the behavior, yes or no? You guys can pop that off in chat. I'll wait a second. And I won't even wait. It doesn't matter. You're right. Okay? If you think the click ends the behavior, it ends the behavior. If you think, if you think and act as if the click ends the behavior, it ends the behavior. If you think and act that the click does not end the behavior, it does not end the behavior. And that's a big part of the marker. So I use halt as a terminal mark. I use off as a terminal mark. Sometimes I might use in and in as a terminal mark. But that terminal mark is essentially different than my marker, yes, which is a bridge, not a terminal mark, a true bridge, not a terminal mark. And when I use off or some of the other ones as a terminal, as a cue, it's different than when I use it as a terminal mark. You'll hear sometimes when I call the dogs off. Sometimes I'll say off and just toss a cookie. Sometimes I'll say off and mark when they come off, right? And there would be a distinction there. Usually I'm doing that for some purpose, whether I know it or not. So yeah, interesting. Usually it's the other way around. All right, wow, something's up with my cigarette. The mighty, super tight roll. All right, so backing up, rear foot targeting, channel, in and out. What kind of mechanics can we do? Oh, I see you. Cupcake, I can't read. That's not gonna work. So if I ask Cupcake that I can't reach it, Epi will completely take over. He is the oops guy. Right, Epi? You are. All right, anything you guys want to see? Anything we should hit on or work? Whoa. Easy, cheetah. I know. I know. All right, maybe I'll do king again. Come on, Cupcake. Cupcake. Yes, good girl. Wow. Chill. All right. King, king. Yes, good man. In and in. Yes, good man. Great work. You ready? Pull him forward. Now push him back. Yes, good man. He probably yes. Ah, very good, handsome. Yes, good man. Here. Yes, good man. Yes, awesome. Yes, good man. Yes, yes. Did you see that? I marked twice, right? So he's barely hitting it, right? Yes, yes. I can mark both feet. Yes. I'm probably going to get the yes, the SIT there. But if I give him the idea that each foot is valid, yes, yes, good man. He'll wind up knowing that he has 2 feet, yes, and he'll wind up knowing that both feet have to be on the object. Yes, good man, yes, awesome. So I think that's kind of yes. Yes, good man, awesome. Great work. Wow, the guy. Yes, good work, awesome. In and in. Yes, good man. Go do dog stuff. Epic, epic, yes, good man. Go do dog stuff, guys. Awesome. Here we go. I think I'm done backing up today. I'll leave Cupcake on her threshold there, or on her tether there. See you, Sage Paw. Thanks a bunch. All right. So who do we got? Antonis, you still here? I'll hang out a while if you're still here. Cheese, I think, is still here. Yep. Epi might be able to do a barrel roll. He's been on the barrel. What's up, Byron? All right. Let's do that. King. Up. Yes, good man. Whoa, the guy. Do I have both cameras up still? I turn the other. I do. All right. So, I'll go ahead and put the barrel in the channel. See how that works. I haven't worked with this barrel before. You see the blue barrel up there. So, Epi, easy. Up. Yes, good. This barrel's fast, man. Yes. You know what? Hang on. Let me switch. This will take me a sec. All kinds of stuff in the barrel here. Chill, Epi, chill. Yes. Yes, good. Yes, good man. Come on. Yes, good. Good. Oh. Yes, good man. Yes, awesome. Yes, good. So, April's dog, yes, good man. he knows how to work both directions, right? Epi's done this on the grass, and it's much slower on the grass, right? And I'm just going to use reward placement to get him going forward and back. And he'll pick up how it works if I allow him to. And again, it's super fast in here, right? It's a very fast surface, yes. On the grass, he's got a lot more. Sorry, I'm trying to keep him up there. He's got a lot more time with which to fix his balance. Oh. Yes. Oh, you're going to fall, Epi. Yeah, you fell. Yes. Oh, you're going to fall. Yes, good man. Uh-oh. You're going to fall. I'm going to let him up and down and fall and do his thing. I can hold him with the cookie, but as soon as I hold him with the cookie, he starts to lean. Yep, you can see him start to catch the balance now. Uh-oh. You gotta be careful, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Oh, he's like, yeah, I fell right on the cookie, Ron. Easy. Yes, good man. Oh, you're very good, Epi. Good. Yeah, good. Yeah. Good. Oh, you got to back up, back up, back up, back up. Uh-oh. Back up. It's counterintuitive, too, because he's got to back up to get to me, right? And walk forward to go away from me. Oh, you're a cheater, Epi. Don't cheat. No cheating. Right? I should get Motown out here. I should go get April's dog Motown. He's a fucking stud on the barrel. Uh-oh. Oh, no. One more. Yes. Good man. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. We're done. Go work. Go work, handsome. Epi, up. Yes, good man. Whoa, get up there. Yes, awesome. Throw those back in there. If a dog pisses on April's barrel, it's not going to be pretty for me. Good work. All right. Epi doing a barrel. And I think I'm going to do one more thing here. Hey, Anu, good to see you. I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to do that perch with the cupcake again. Yeah, it's super fast. And I don't know if you might not have seen it, but when it rolled up onto the soft surface, he was much more stable, even though it was like rocking back and forth because he was rolling up onto it. As soon as it slowed down, he was much more able to do that. And you know what? I don't have it. I'm out of cookies. I'm a good dog trainer. I'm out of cookies. I'm going to show you guys the big box of jam real quick. And then we'll knock off. So the big box of jam, right? Go to dog stuff in the thing. So, see, we have jam and flashcards. Oops. Jam and flashcards. Come on. Do I not have the product thing going? I don't have the product thing going. So that's sequence building cards. My bonus pack. Boom. Boom. And then we have Graphic Jamming Volume 2. Right? And that is, I can't turn the product thing on now. I need to. But it's a graphic novel instruction. So you can see the QR code there. If you scan that QR code, it pulls up this video, and then it walks through the video with the key moments of the video. And, you know, I was talking about that dialogue with the dog. Like the dialogue with the dog is illustrated within here, right? And it draws attention to the key elements of the video. And I can teach you how to throw a staker in a minute and a half. I'll just kind of buzz through this one, and then I'll pull up the so setup moves with grasshopper, right? OB flat work, more setup moves with grasshopper. The puppies in jam. It's this book, right? And so this here, bridging the take, that is how a dog or how a puppy catches, right? That's how I teach a dog to catch. And I run into like 3 or 4 problems here. So in like 8 pages, right, I can give you the bridging the take and the 4 or 5 problems that I would have with that skill. You get to watch a video, you see it here, key elements outlined. And I couldn't write that in 50 pages, right? And in the first minute and a half of the puppy video and 8 pages here, like you get what I'm trying to lay out there. Setup moves with grasshopper, right? Puppy stuff, Ahan. So here, let's take a look at this. Actually, you know what? Show it to you. Ahan and Nalu, that's Epic's brother. The 4 hands form, right? Spinny stuff, Jack and Ferris, right? And I'm going to show you guys these images real quick. Back to Wham and me working that bite work session. Regrab, bite work, D. Anyway, super awesome. There are three essentially 88-page graphic novels and jamming the flashcards. That's the bottom of the box. Pretty cool, right? That's what's in the box, right? And I was getting ready to sell it, but the books don't hold up from this distributor, so I have to buy them like a real thing. You guys can get that, by the way, if you want it, but the books probably won't stay super awesome. Yeah, the print is amazing, but the binding sucks. They fall apart. And it really bums me out because you can buy those one-off, right? And I have to do 250 or 500 at a time. So it's a completely different planet. I have to do a big outlay and get things going. I do plan on doing that. I do plan on making that happen, but excuse me, I can't reach it. What is it? What is it? Thank you. Oh, did you get the top? You're very helpful. Thank you. So let me pull up Ahan. Show you his thing here. So actually, let me do not that. Let me actually do these. Oops, don't do that. Do I have PhD file? PDF, hang on. Volume 2. Puppies and Jam. I'm just looking for a PDF file so I can show it to you easily. Date modified. My PDF file. Come on. There we go. That'll work. All right. So. We'll do this as Acrobat. So you'll only see that. So there's the book, right? Puppies and Jam. Do your forms. So here is the, it's hard for me to see, guys. The actual thing. So you can see that the, oops, hang on. I'm just going to go to Ahan because there's not a lot of text. It's Linda from Canine Designs, if you know Linda. So you have sponsor stuff going on. It's kind of cool. Kiva. Do. There it is. Oh, fuck, I got a lorem ipsum thing on there. All right, so when Andrew Hahn, he's a pretty awesome disc dogger. Nalu is Epic's brother. When he does his weave, right? It looks like it's just Ahan's style, yeah? But Andrew is pulling through. The dog winds up overcommitted, right? When the dog is overcommitted, Andrew switches. He moves while he switch step. That switch step is a product of stance shifting. And now the dog is overcommitted and he switches and then he's pulling through again. When the dog goes through, he pushes clock, right? The dog overcommits again and then he switch steps, right? And then he is overcommitted, steps and switches, and he turns into the clockwise flank, right? That whole thing, Andrew is not just a cool guy doing shit with his dog, right? Like people think, oh, that's just Andrew's style. It's not his style, right? He's actually handling the dog. And I'm able to communicate that, you know what I mean? Within a very quick video. It's the first 20 seconds of his routine. You know, and we have the video up there. So here we have Jack and Ferris, another one of Epic's brothers. Hang on, boom, right? And don't ask again. No, I don't want to do that. Ask again. So Jack is going to do it a little bit differently, okay? He is, come on, install later. So Jack is going to allow the dog to overcommit repeatedly. So Andrew is pulling each time. Sorry, I'm not on camera. Andrew is pulling each time. He's handling the dog smoothly, right? Jack, on the other hand, he pulls him through, right? And then he allows him to go. Wait. There we go. Is this, yeah. So that little toss pushes Ferris out, right? And Ferris is now overcommitted, and Jack moves. And the dog reads the release, and Jack settles, and then the dog goes through. The dog goes through on his foot hit, right? And then when the dog is going through, he's overcommitted. And Jack allows him to overcommit. Andrew was pulling each time, right? Andrew was driving the dog each time. Come on, can I get the camera up there? Boom. And pow. Yeah. Nope. And boom. There we go. So each time, Andrew was pulling his dog, right? Jack is not pulling his dog. Jack is allowing the dog to move. He starts here, the dog is just going. The dog is way overcommitted by this time. And then Jack acts, right? And it's two distinct modes of Cupcake, you're so cute. Two distinct modes of handling and of making it happen. Let's see. King, epi off, ep. So you can see me, right? Chill. Through, 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 through. I'm pulling him each time. Easy, cheetah. Chill. I can't reach it. Yes, good man. Can't reach it. Yeah, I know. Ready? So when I pull him through, I pull him through, and I pull him through, right? Awesome. So I'm not just doing this, 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 through. I'm pulling and pulling, right? And that's what makes Andrew's shit look so cool, right? Jack, on the other hand, he sends the dog through and allows the dog to go. Let me see here. It's going to be hard for me to do without a disc. Ep, I can't reach it. Right there, I can't reach it. Yeah, good man. Right here. Mine. So, ouse, through. He's overcommitted, right? Can't reach it. I'm going to have to give him a fancy cue. So, he's going to come in, ouse, through, fancy, and he's overcommitted. Yes, good man. And that overcommitment is what's gonna bring him through each time. And there are two distinct ways of doing it. And most people just think like, oh, Andrew's so cool. Or that's Andrew's style. It's not Andrew's style. He's working that dog, right? And anyway, within the graphic novel stuff, I'm able to demonstrate that rather quickly and very, very clearly, right? It would take me 100 pages to write that. It would take me 100 pages to write that, and you'd have to watch 10, 15 minutes of video. But if I have it set up, I isolate that moment in the video, and then I isolate the actual moments that mean something with those still frames. And then I add the dog's response, hey, where are you going, Ron? And you can see that the dog is like, fuck, where is he going, right? Or you can see within the still frames that the dog is like, what's up, right? And then there's a little bubble up there that says, what's up, right? And you can't, I mean, if I had to write that, I'd be like, and you pull the dog through and the dog will have a question. And it will look as if he's asking you a question, and that's a dialogue and blah, blah, blah. I can just show you the dialogue. And I can show you the key moments of the dialogue. So super stoked about that. Hopefully I'll be able to get it to print. But I got to get something, I got to get this Play Plus stuff together, I think. That Play Plus, it's a philosophy of play. That's going to be able to go to dog stuff, not just disc dogs, right? And in order for me to have the money to do 12 episodes or 12 a monthly issue of the graphic jamming stuff, I'm gonna need more than disc dog people, right? And I'm gonna need something that's really cool that people are like, wow, I need to get a hold of that, rather than, yeah, Ron's weird and he fucking knows some stuff, but it's weird. And no, I'm not gonna jump in on that right now, because, you know, he's always doing projects and shit like that. I'd much rather have, I need more than 10,000 total people across the world. That's the total demographics of DiscDog, right? If I get 1% of them, I get, what is that? 100 people, right? If I get 1% of 1 million people, now we're talking. If I get 1% of 50 million people, if I get 0.25% of 50 million people, right? That's what dog stuff will give me. But I gotta lay some shit out that's solid beginning to end for that to happen. Or have a very wealthy benefactor who's gonna bankroll it. Because the books are fucking awesome, guys. They're tremendous. So anyway, I think I'm gonna quit on that. Yeah, very much so, Cheese. Cool blend of new and old media with presentation with the graphic novels and video companions. Yeah, and it's a narrative, right? It's a real strong narrative too. It allows me to tell the story rather than try and tell you what's happening. And that's my problem, really. Within a dissertation, you know, people come in and come out in the stream all the time. If I take 5 pages to say something you don't care to read, well, you don't care to read it, right? If I can get it to you in 20 seconds of video and 8 pages of graphic novel, well, you'll pay attention, right? And I got to get that set up. So super cool. You guys have any questions or anything before we take off? I think I'm gonna play us out with a meme roll. I'm gonna look for meme roll number 4, actually. My cigarette here, meme roll. Badass meme roll number 4. All right, you guys certainly are chatty, man. Let me tell you. Overlays, videos. Where is the video? There we go. Yep. You're on it. All right, Anu. We'll see you guys. Badass meme roll number 4. Check you guys later. Thanks a bunch. Good to see you. We'll do Tactics Tuesday tomorrow. Byron, we'll see ya. Have a good one. All right. Woohoo! Get these dogs out. Go Lele. Big Lele.